Okay, folks, this will be a funny one, in my opinion. I think it's funny. Even though it's not, I try to make humour about it. So let's see what we can do with this thing we're going to use. Going at 400, but we're going to have to enlarge this at least twice. Going to make it contrasty. Going to make it fair. Actually, we're going to make it just a little bit lighter. This one's a tricky one. It's going to be an interesting one. Whoops. Let's see what we have. We have here Konica Minolta. Scott Gibson, production print specialist from Konica Minolta. So we're going to photocopy the Konica Minolta name, and we're going to do some interesting shit to it. We're going to do some interesting shit to this name, Konica Minolta. I don't like the company because it's a greedy entity. This is the front of it, print on a production printer. It was printed, and basically we're going to enlarge this and we're going to make fun of the company. So let's see how we go in making this into a joke, because Konica Minolta don't make anything really that exciting. They just reuse the same sorts of features that you have on the older machines, and they just turn it into a new user interface. So let's see if we can make this look any good in a funny sense. That looks like we've got it in a good position. So we're going to do another enlargement of that. So we're just going to make it copied paper. See if we can make this look any good. We're just going to leave it like that. We're just going to take the card. So that's Scott Gibson. That's his name. Let's see what we can do with that. We're going to make something interesting out of it. I think we're going to enlarge it 200 for this, and we're going to turn it into something a lot more interesting than the original Konica Minolta badging, so, or trademark, or whatever you call it, logo. So we're just moving it around. Anyway, let's see how this looks. That looks interesting. That looks very interesting. That's really made Konica Minolta look squashed. I've got to make a better one though. That does look interesting. It looks like it could be used, but we're going to try another one. We're going to try and make this look really interesting for this logo. I think that's what it's called, a logo or a trademark, whatever. We're just going to make something interesting out of it. Oh, look at that. We've just got the, we don't have hardly any of the writing. We've just got mainly this. I'm wondering if maybe we could use this in a mirror image. I'm just going to try and deliberate, maybe make a better one. So we're going to try again with this silly logo for a silly dumbass copier company. Well, they don't just make photocopiers, they do make medical equipment and OLED lighting and shit like that. They make quite a few different things, as well as photocopiers. So they do spread themselves pretty thin when it comes to product making, and they do make themselves out a little bit too stretched out too thin. wonder why the photocopiers don't work as well as they should, because you can tell that the love of money is in the details of Konica Minolta's product line. So you can always tell that the love of money is in the details when your experience has been particularly bad with a product. You know, if you have a bad customer experience, you know that the love of money was somewhere in the details of its design. But when you have oh, that's gone, that didn't look too good. But when you have a positive experience with a product, which seems to be a rare occurrence these days, you can tell that the product was made with you in mind or people like yourself in mind. And when you get that feeling that the product has served its purpose, it's fit for purpose and pleasant to use and easy to use, well, basically you know that maybe there was more in it than just the money. That maybe someone with passion and integrity contributed to the good customer experience by making a good product. So you know that the product was thought about seriously, that it was not just for the money and for the richness of the CEO involved. So you get that feeling. But when something doesn't work, when it feels a bit dodgy and a bit plasticky and shit like that, you know that the love of money is in the details, and it makes you feel. You don't feel that sense of positivity. You feel like you just parted with a lot of money for a piece of steaming shit. And that's how I feel with this photocopier. I just feel that that it makes too many mechanical noises that you don't want. The toner cartridge, which I changed today, was hard to turn. Trying to pull the old cartridge out took a lot of effort. It felt and sounded plasticky, and you just get the feeling that you're not important to the CEO of the company. You don't feel like you actually got a place in their heart as a customer. You sort of feel like they hate you. You don't feel like there's a sense of accountability to the customer when you get experiences like that. So, and the funny thing is, the way advertising goes is that it appeals to a feeling, but the feeling I got changing that toner cartridge today was not a positive feeling at all. It felt plasticky, it felt ungainly. I'm going to use, this is a real simple looking, I just don't know which one I'm going to use. It's just that I'm not getting a very good kind of result. So I'm wondering if we're going to use this. This one looks like it might make a good mirror image. But basically you just get the feeling that you're just a fucking, we're going to try again. You just get the feeling you're just a fucking number, another fucking customer on the, I don't deal with Konica Minolta direct. I deal with a dealership. And fortunately, this dealership gives me a good customer experience. Despite the company, Konica Minolta, this company is the middleman between me and Konica Minolta. And they do make me feel like I'm validated. The company that I bought this machine off, or I should say got a bank loan for this machine, and then bought it off Mytronics. Mytronics is the company who service and supply my machine, and they do a really good job, even though Konica Minolta isn't. And I'd hate to be involved with Konica Minolta like these people are. Now, we're not getting a really good result. I'm thinking this is going to be it. So, I'm glad I don't have to myself deal with Konica Minolta. I'm glad I don't have to deal with them direct, because I've heard that they're not really nice people to deal with. So, and that's the kind of feeling you get. And that's not a good feeling, folks, to feel that a company doesn't care about you as a customer. You who pay out all that money for a machine, and only to have a sense of emptiness, that they don't care about you, or they don't care about about you as a person. They just care about you as a fucking number. You're just a fucking number to them. They just don't give a flying fuck about you and your fucking product that you just bought. And that's the feeling I get from the CEO called Shohei Yamana. Shohei Yamana is the CEO of Konica Minolta. He's based in Tokyo. So, and he's been with Konica Minolta for a very long time, even before it became Konica Minolta. He was dealing with I think it was Konica. It was called Konica, or maybe it was Konisharuku or something. But he's been in the industry for decades. So he's got a lot of experience, but he doesn't have a heart. You don't feel a sense of warmth when you think of someone like Shohei. Because your product is so crappy. Because there's too much plastic and fiddliness with the plastic, like on the toner cartridge, for example. You get the feeling that Shohei Yamana doesn't care. He doesn't give a flying fuck about you or I. He just wants to make more money, sell more units, make them last only 5 years. And you just get the feeling that you're not cared about from the company itself, Konica Minolta. You don't feel it. You just feel a sense of frustration and anger. A sense that they don't care about you or I. Now I'm going to just print this one out. This is probably not the nicest looking demo, but anyway, I thought I'd take the piss out of Konica Minolta, because they are a bunch of dickheads, a bunch of assholes. I don't care what they think of this demo. They can go fuck themselves. As far as I'm concerned, they fucking don't know how to make a good fucking product that really makes you feel like you're valued as a customer, and they just make you feel alienated and angry. So, and they make me want to take the piss out of them. I mean, really take the piss. Anyway, that looks interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.